Hello all, welcome to the Cloud DevOps Guru channel. In the previous, we had discussed about the SSH, means how to do the SSH from one server to the another server. Okay, means how to log in from one server to the another server using the SSH command. But now we are going to discuss about the passwordless authentication setup. Also, it is called as the key-based authentication setup. Okay, why we use the key-based authentication? Because we use the key-based authentication for the security reason. In the previous day, when we are make a communication between the two servers, for example, we will understand using the pictorial. We have the two servers, server A and server B. When we are making a communication between these two servers, over the telnet or any other protocol, so this is not encrypted form. Means whenever we do some communication, means we are sending the message like a hi, it is in not in the encrypted form. It is directly we are sending the hi. If there is any hacker, he can see that our message as a hi, and he can hack our if you are passing the username and password through that protocol, so it will easily hack. So on top of that, we are using the SSH. SSH will do the secure communication between the two servers. Okay, but using the username and password. But now here we are doing the we wanted to set up the communication between the two server using the key-based authentication other than the user and password. Okay, so there are two types of key. One is the synchronous key and another one is the asynchronous key. Synchronous key means we have the similar key inside the both the server. If server A has the this key and also B has this key, both are the same. If these are the match, then only these two servers make a communication between these two servers. But here we have the one catch. For example, we have to send this key to the each and every server. If this similar key is got some hacker, then he is able to hack our server, right? So another one is the asynchronous key. We have the two servers. In the two servers, we have the different key. For example, this is the one key and this is the one key. These two are the different keys. If A server is sending the some message to the B server, if he has this key, then only he can unencrypt the message. If he is not having this key, he is not able to unencrypt. Means if any hacker got the one key also, he is not able to crack that, right? If message is encrypted using this key, user can only and decrypt that message using this key. Okay, in this way we can set up the communication between the two server using the key-based authentication. Let's see how to do that in the practical way. So for this, you have to create the two machine anywhere. You can create the machines in the VMware, or you can create the machines in the AWS, or you can create the machines in the any cloud. But if you are creating the machines in the AWS, create two machines and log in into the server. I had explained how to create the EC2 machines in the previous video. If you don't, if you are not watched, please go and watch that one. How to create the EC2 machine and how to log in into that. I had created the machines. I'm trying to log in into the servers. Go to the downloads because our key is available in the downloads. Now do the SSH connection to our server. Press yes. This is my first server. Now I wanted to log in into the second server also. Click on this. CD downloads. Do the SSH connection to the second server. Okay. Now I had logged in into the both the server. Right. So I will rename the tab because we will understand. Server A, and this is the server B. For make you understand. Okay. Now I'm in the server A. If you are using the AWS, it will not give the permission on the password base. So if you want to make a password based authentication first, so you have to log in into the SSH configuration file, then you have to enable it, password based authentication. Okay. So now I will log in into the our SSH configuration. SSH configuration file is the etc SSH SSHD config. Okay. So here you can see password based authentication is no. So you have to do that password based authentication. Yes. First we will create the password based authentication. Then we will set up the key based authentication into the these two server. If you are in the AWS, then only you have to do the password based authentication S. If you are using the VMware, you no need to do anything. That there you have the by default password based authentication. If you are using Azure, so there also by default password based authentication is enabled. But in the AWS, we are not having the default password based authentication enabled. So we have to do that. After done that, you have to restart the service. Sudo service SSHD restart. In the both the server you have to do same thing. Sudo vi etc ssh sshd. So search the password based authentication. Yes, put it there. Save and exit. Now restart the service. Service SSHD restart. Okay. Now log in into the A server. So in the while you are doing the Linux administration, in the every server you have the some administrative user account, right? So here I will create the one user account for login into the each and every server which keep the administrator, right? So now here how to create the user. So if you don't know how to create the user, so you can go and watch the user creation part in the video. There it will help you to how to create the user, how to manage the groups. There I have discussed the in detail. Okay. User add If you are using the Ubuntu, you can use the add user. Username is the, for example, I am creating the demo. So give some password. Go into the P server, and here also you can do the same thing. Add user demo. Now I had created the users in the both the server. I had created the users in the both the server. I had authenticated the password based authentication in the AWS server, right? Now we will see I am able to do the SSH from A server to the B server or not. For doing the SSH our private IP, username, first username, demo is the my user @ copy the private IP of the second server. Now I am in the 132.1.216. 216. So second server IP is the 172.31.86.147. Right? So paste it here. Press enter. Give the password here. Whatever you are given the password while creating the user, you can pass the password here. Now you can see I am able to log in into the B server. If you want to check the IP address of this, you can run the if config. So if you are not having this one, you have to install that. So sudo apt update first. Oh, in the demo user, we are not having the permission. So let it be. So I am able to log in into the server, right? Now exit from this. So whenever you have to log in from A server to the B server, you have to pass the username and password. But our main aim is to configure the key based authentication or passwordless authentication. So for generating the key, you have to use the command as SSH-keygen. Right? So then press the enter. So it will create the two keys. One is the ID RSA and ID RSA.pub. ID RSA means it is the private key, and ID RSA pub means it's a public key. Here you can see where it is generating. It is generating in our home directory and ID RSA. But we wanted to make communication into the demo user. Then you have to log in into the demo user. su-demo. Give your password. Now I am in the demo user. Right? If you want to check, you can check the echo $home. Now I am in the home directory, or you can check the PWD also. Right? So now here you have to generate your key using the SSH-keygen. So it will generate into the /home/demo. It is your home directory. Inside the .ssh, it will create the ID RSA files. Press enter. If you want to give the any passphrase, you can give, but I'm not giving. Press enter. Again you press the enter. So it has generated our keys. So it will generate into the .ssh. So now you can see .ssh folder has created. You can go inside the .ssh and you can see the keys are generated. ID RSA and ID RSA pub. ID RSA means it is the private key and ID RSA pub means it's public key. Now, so just I had generated the key. Means if you are the generated the key, it will not authenticate, right? You have to copy those keys from server 1 to server 2, means here from this to this, right? So you have to copy these RSA keys. So for copying the keys, you have to use the SSH hyphen copy hyphen ID, your username, demo at the rate, so their second server's IP address. Copy it and paste it here. Now you can see, you press the S, give the password of the server. Now it has copied. If it is successfully copied, then it will not ask the username and password. So you can try with this example, right? SSH demo at the rate 172.31.86.141. If it is not asked the any password, then it's successfully done the configuration. So now I did the configuration for from A to B, but now you can check ls-la cd.ssh in the second server. ls inside the authorized key, it will give the list of authorized server information. Now you can see it has the information of our first server, which is the 260 IP address, right? If you remove this key, it will not allow first server to the login into the second server, means A to the B. If you have this key only, then only he can able to communicate without password. If you are not having the key, he is not able to log in without password. If you want to deny him, you can just delete this key, right? So now just I had copied means just I had configured the passwordless authentication from A to B, but not from the B to A, right? So just you can go to the B, you can do the SSH demo at the rate, you can take the first, means A server's IP, copy it and paste it here, press S. See, it is asking the password still. Why? Because we are not generated any key in the B server and we are not copied. It is not enough, means you are created the copy from in the one server and you copied into the multiple server. You can log in from that server to the other server, but you are not make a communication reverse. If you want to make a communication reverse also, you have to generate key in the second server also, and you have to copy into the first server, right? Now I'm in the B server. So here also you have to log in into the demo user. You can log in using the only demo user, not from other user also. Okay. Now I am in the demo user. I am generating the key using the SSH-keygen. So it will generate the keys, right? Now you can see ls-la dot ssh Those two keys are generated. Now I wanted to copy it. SSH hyphen copy hyphen ID demo at the rate server IP address. Copy it and paste it here. Give the password. Now it has copied your key into the A server. Right? Now you can make a communication. If it is correctly copied, it will not ask the any password while make a communication. So now you can see he can easily log in into the A server without any password. So now you can check the ls-la.ssh. Here also created the authorized keys. So here you can check the SSH authorized keys. So now you can see authorized key of the second server. So based on these keys, he can make a communication between the two servers. Why we make these two servers? Because every time you don't want it to take the username and password, and if that username is password is lost, then you will not able to make a communication between the two server. And also key-based authentication is more secure than the username password. Because of that, we will create the username password keys, and we can copy that keys into the multiple server, and we can make a communication based on the key. In this way, you can make a communication using the key base. Okay. Now exit. So that's it from my end today. I wanted to share this information, how to make a communication based on the key-based authentication. So this will very helpful while you are doing the DevOps activity, also Linux administration activities. So please be focused on this and be the practice. Thank you. If you are new on my channel, please subscribe the channel and like my video and comment the video. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.